Hold on, boo. Before you say anything crazy, I just went live on Facebook on my tablet. But ain't nobody in here yet, so if it ain't nothing crazy.
No, that's crazy. Okay, yeah, call for.
Huh? Nothing. Some bullshit. Nothing. But oh, you don't even have Facebook. I was about to say, if you ain't doing nothing, go on here with me so I'll be talking to myself. At least you'll be there. But you ain't on Facebook, so I'm gonna call Layla, make her get on there with me. Somebody, I know people gonna get on here, but it's just, you know,
Period.
it makes it more comfortable. That's why I don't haven't done podcasts and shit because I feel weird talking to myself. So I need people in the room with me. This week I don't have a guest. I didn't try to get one. Um, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'll call you as soon as I'm done. Him. All right. Hi guys. Hi friends. What y'all doing? I'm on live. You driving though. I was gonna tell you to come on there and talk to me.
I'm going to Walmart right now.
Oh yeah. Okay. We'll come when you leave. Okay. The Alchemist Academy. Share. Okay, hi guys. Hey Shelby Lachey. Hey girl. So instead of just going in my room and recording a voice memo for my podcast, I am recording live here, so I don't have footage for YouTube. And I'm here because I didn't pick a guest today. So if anybody wants to be my guest, Shelby, if you're not doing anything, you can be my guest. If anybody wants to be my guest, just let me know, and you can chime in. Otherwise, I'll just do it later. Is my shirt on backwards? Shirt's really cool. It's not a tag right there though. Oh, it's not backwards. It just looked like it a little bit. I just got it. I think it's really cute. It's a little Zodiac t-shirt. Yeah. So Shelby, I'll call you in a second. But people are so shy, and it's so weird because people will criticize people who have an opinion, and they won't even have the courage to speak. And I never thought about that until I heard somebody say yesterday. Like, hey, Mike, yeah. I hope you're free for like 30 minutes. If you're free for like 30 minutes, like, please. Please. I'll be teaching, but it's the end of the year. Tell the kids to come on. It's the last few days. They can do it with you. But yeah, people will criticize you for your opinion and for being out here, and they won't have an opinion at all. What's up, brother? What you up to? Teaching? You in class? What's up, Flute? Where you at? In the hallway between classes?
Let me know if you can see it or not.
Hey man,
Huh? You
I
got
just
your
love to
you
see
got the
you at
info?
a school teaching.
All
It's
right.
just
You see this?
exceptional.
Hmm.
Wait, what? Is that bad? That's bad, ain't it?
That's why I can't come back to teach.
Yeah, I feel.
That's why I cannot come back to teach. 10%, 14% is a goal as far as on uh, efficiency on knowing any of that. I have a problem with it.
Wouldn't the goal be like 100%? Why the goal ain't
Come on now.
100%?
Come on now.
That don't make no
Come on
sense
now.
at all. That means you gonna only 10% of need to get it. Who's teaching them? Is the question.
That's what I have a problem.
Who's teaching those who are teaching us? Yeah, but that's cool. And you know, God let you see stuff like that so you'll know how to operate in your own system and how not to operate as well.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
But how much time you got?
Facts.
How much time you got?
I'm on break right now. They just went to lunch, so about 30. About 30 or so.
Oh, about 30. Perfect. That's perfect. Look, and it's 11:11. Y'all see that? Okay, but whatever. I love numbers, numerology. Anyway, so I'm gonna record my voice memo for my podcast. I'm about to start it. I don't, like I said before, I never have topics. In the first podcast that I did, it ended up being the number one podcast on the Gulf Coast. But when we decided to figure out the formula and set topics and stuff, that's when it all went left. So I said in my own, I was going to just ask God to make sure I say something that somebody needs to hear. And that's it. As long as I say something somebody needs to hear, then my podcast has done its job. So with that said, welcome to a new episode of Alchemy with Agency. Today I have my brother on, Mikey. He always come in with the save because I cannot do this alone. And I'm humble enough to say that. It's just weird sitting here talking to myself or just, I don't know how people do it. But I had a really exciting week. I went to Vegas with my sisters, and I was nervous about it. We bought tickets last year for the Lovers and Friends Fest. Everybody thought it was a scam. TLC, Lauryn Hill, Usher, Lil Jon Ludacris, Lil Kim, Maya, 112. Like, I'm going to miss somebody because there was so many people there. So everybody thought it was a scam. But I've been excited about it since last year. And then this year, when they start promoting it more, I realized they use the astrological wheel, like a astrological chart. What do you call that actual chart without the birth times on it? Either way it goes, the chart that shows you all 12 signs was used in the promotions. And the astrologers I follow say that astrology is becoming mainstream and more people are going to use it for promotional purposes, like McDonald's doing tarot readings. Do not get a tarot reading at McDonald's, y'all. You can't trust their food, so I'm pretty sure you wouldn't trust their readings. Right. But I think that's an attempt to oversaturate and confuse people, because some people are tapped in and intuitive, and then some people are tapped in with the wrong people or the wrong spirits. So you don't really want to let anybody read you. And my whole point of studying astrology and even trying to learn what tarot was because my children were trying to dibble and dabble into it because of TikTok. So I didn't want to just instill fear in them like it was instilled in us. Oh, you don't fool with it, it's evil. That's not good enough for kids. Right. It wasn't good enough for me. Right. So I did my little research and I found out that it's just a tool. Turns out the cards won't kill you. They won't bring evil spirits in your house. Only you can do that. So it's just a tool. But astrology can be used to pinpoint illnesses and powers and weaknesses and trauma and all kinds of things that there's no other way you can see it. There's no kind of chart, no kind of test you can take to see the things that a birth chart can tell you, that astrology can tell you. And I'm the one who didn't believe in astrology. Okay. I studied it to debunk it. And now I'm hooked like crack.
Hey, that's one of the keys though. I think that's what more people should do that more. Like most people don't do that. More people should do that more. If you don't believe something, look into it. However the case may be, like even in the script, you know, it says search it out, like seek the Most High. So we got to understand the power, you know what I mean, that the Most High possesses in all things.
That's right. And astrology is, the stars and stuff is in the Bible. There are missing books in the Bible. So like a lot of people, we do research or we'll have thoughts and we just leave it at that. And I try to teach people and coach people. Right. And the thing is, the things that I teach and coach aren't things that I'm just smart and I read in a book. These are things that I've tried and they work for me. So I'm telling you to try it, see if it works for you. There's a million ways to skin a cat, a million ways to get money, and a million ways to feel better. Practical application, yes. Yes. So
you got to apply it.
When you have a thought or you hear something, you don't stop there. You literally keep going with that thought. So like when people say astrology is evil, you don't say, oh, we don't fuck with evil, so we don't fuck with astrology. You say, why is astrology evil? It's what literally is astrology but the study of the stars. And even in the Bible, hello, right reasons. Even in the Bible, the 3 wise men followed the star to find where Jesus was, right? So how are they labeled wise men and following a star? Isn't that crazy? What program are y'all doing this on? It's just we're just live on Facebook. It's nothing special. It's nothing special. Um, yeah, but I teach people like if I have a bad thought, I'm nervous. Okay, but why? Because I'm excited. So instead of just taking your thoughts and owning them like, oh, this is mine, this is how I have to feel, understand that shit can change. Just continue to do more. Or even in your research.
Right.
If it's something that makes sense or don't make sense, you don't have to stop there. Continue to do research. Because the crazy thing is there's somebody somewhere on the World Wide Web who has done the research to back whatever you feel is real or necessary or true. So before you just go by what the World Wide Web tells you, how does it make you feel? I think Buddha said that. Like, fuck who said it. How does it make you feel? So that's how you weigh the importance of things. If it make you feel bad, no matter who the fuck said it, it was real, it was word, it don't matter. It don't make me feel good, it don't matter. There's no God that exists that's great that would want you to suffer because of any reason. So you got to use your common sense sometimes. And I know common sense ain't so common. Google be wrong as hell. You're right. Google be wrong as hell. Google be wrong as hell. But at the festival, okay, so in Vegas, I wanted to take an aura portrait, AURA. Like, you know how the people, they like, you have a such and such aura, so you can get a picture taken to where it really tells you about your aura. So before I went, I just thought it would be cool because I've seen pictures and they're really cute and colorful and, ooh, I just want the cute, colorful portrait. I had no clue that it was kind of like a psychic reading, that the people who study the auras really, colors, your aura really means things, to tell things about you. So I didn't even know that. So anyway, we go to the Lovers and Friends Fest Saturday. It's an all-day thing, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And I'm going to be there 11 p.m. because the last act is Lauryn Hill. So you know I'll be there. So and Sunday we couldn't do aura photography. Nobody was open. But guess who had aura portraits? The freaking festival, okay? So the festival had aura photography, and then I got a reading, and the man was like, he told me that I was in alignment. That's how I knew that the portraits would be there, first of all. And I'm just like, okay. And then he told me I had a very balanced aura. I want to show you how the picture. It's a red light around me. So, you know, first thing we're taught, red might be evil. So I'm like, red out of all colors, but red it signifies strength. And I'm like, me strong? And my sisters are laughing like it's so funny how people perceive themselves versus how the world perceives them. Because I feel like I'm such a crybaby, and it took me 33 years to realize being sensitive and a crybaby is actually strength. It's not a weakness. Being able to release is a strength. It's a gift. Because people hold it in, and when you hold it in, it eventually comes out. But you know how pressure bursts pipes? So when you hold your tears in and you hold your feelings in, they got to come out eventually. So once you get full, the dam breaks, and now somebody hurt because the water then came out way too strong. So my whole thing is cry when you need to, speak up when you need to, get it off the chest when you need to, because if you don't, it's going to come up creeping with all that other shit you buried, and you're going to end up hurting yourself and somebody in a way that you didn't intend to, because I did that. I hurt a friend in a way I would have never hurt my friend because I had held it all in. So, you know, you live and you learn. But the aura portrait.
I always tell people to speak up anyway to change your aura.
Say that again.
I always tell people that right there because it definitely changes your aura. It changes your whole aura, like by holding certain things in. Like,
yes,
you have to be free.
Yes,
you have to live your life the way that you naturally are. You have energy that you're portraying off on other people and other people see that. They can read you.
Yep. And if you're not free, if you don't free yourself, how can you be in a relationship? Nobody wants to be in a relationship and feel locked up. Like, a lot of people don't get married because they think marriage means you can't be free to talk to other people. When I tell you my marriage, I feel so free. I feel freer than I've ever felt. I talk to men all the time. I compliment men all the time. Me being married don't stop that. That's the type of person I am. He's the same way. He's a really nice person, and he talks to women. He's friendly. Why because you're married, do you have to pretend other people don't exist? That's not cool. Why, if you're in a relationship, you have to pretend other people don't exist? That's not cool. That's why people break up. That's why people yearn for singleness, because of the so-called rules that come with relationships that really shouldn't come with relationships. And I'm gonna speak more about marriage relationships because I realize I'm in a really healthy one, and people sometimes people need to hear what's healthy and what's not. And I don't want to get too explicit, but I kind of have to say this. But when it comes to a woman's pH and what semen does to it, it's a certain type of care for a woman that you have where you don't do that to her every time as well. We don't do it at all. That's for making babies. That, you know, because it'll not necessarily throw your pH off to where you are uncomfortable or smell, but why would you want her? Why does your pleasure in that few moments outweigh her cleanliness and her scent and her what? You know what I mean?
But see, so it even go back to semen retention. Semen retention matters. Semen retention, it matters. You know what I mean? As far as, like you said, you ain't gotta release off in your woman every time, and whenever you are doing it, you should be doing it with the intentions to conceive, to be able to, you know, bear children and all. Outside of that, realize too, this is something living.
It'll also throw hormones off.
This is
yes.
All that. So it's like, you know, we putting something that's living into someone else. So it's just like, be intentional about that, because like I said, it can definitely throw off the pH balance and everything.
And that eventually throws off your whole mood. and you don't understand why. So the foods you eat, everything that goes into your body, from fluids to foods to the things that you put on your skin, literally affects your mood and your health. And it's like I'm just grateful for my husband. He cares for me as a person over everything else. He cares for me as a person, as his friend, over his wife or the person he's fucking. I hate to be so explicit, but sometimes we can handle the people closest to us real rough because they're the closest to us, and that's not cool. It's not cool. But I learned so much about myself just traveling, because y'all know I don't go no damn where. Also, I just got to say this too. People talk so much shit about Spirit Airlines, right? And this is my first time riding Spirit, because it was either ride at 8 hours and a layover with Delta for like $800, or ride 3.5 hours straight shot with Spirit for $400. I'm not gonna stand in the air twice the time to be on a plane and pay twice the money to be on a plane that people say is better than the other plane. There's no way, right? So I'm like, fuck it, we ride Spirit. When I tell you, I was so pissed because I rode Southwest, I rode Delta, and it was all the same. Literally, the only time it was different is when I was in first class. So if you're not wearing first class, you on a bus that's in the air. So whether it say Spirit on that damn bus, Delta on that damn bus, Southwest on that damn bus, get where you going. Humbly, because that's some stupid ass shit. Because I was really afraid. I thought something was going to be wrong. I was going to be raggedy, uncomfortable. This is the same experience I had with the other companies. Why are we like this as a people, though? To where we have to we have to only feel like it's worthy if we're spending a lot. If it's we equate value to cost, and all the time it don't add up. Because my time is way more valuable than money, first of all. And my comfort is more valuable than a brand. So it's more important for me to get there in 3 hours versus 8 than it is for me to say I flew Delta and not Spirit. But it's something very wrong with the culture when we look down on people for flying one brand versus the other. What are you talking about? There's people out here with no water, and you criticizing people for choosing a more affordable flight over a more expensive flight in real life? Yeah, but the flight was delayed like 4 hours on the way there, and I was able to stay calm. I was so proud of myself. Like, I didn't get upset. I'm just like, literally, what's the point if we can't do nothing about it? And I like, you know, okay, because that's what's been embedded in our system. If it costs more, it has to be better quality, but that's wrong. That's true. That's so true, Mo. I was looking at this Balmain bag that was in my news feed, and it was like $2,500. It was cute, but I'm like, the quality is a $24.99 bag, maybe. So now in my mind, I'm like, if I'm gonna spend $2,500, I'm gonna literally go sit down and design my own bag and have that made. And then I thought about that's why it costs so much. Buy a machine that I can. Yeah, but like, value and price are two different things. And I learned it, like the best example I have is the Jordan 1 sneaker. Okay, the Jordan 1 sneaker, I liked it growing up, but I never wanted them because they were the least expensive. So I couldn't wear those because it would look like that I couldn't afford the good ones. So I just didn't buy J's at all. I grow up, get into selling stuff, get into business, and realize, okay, flipping shoes is profitable. My husband wears them any damn way. I'm looking for them all the time anyway. I might as well get enough for everybody, right? And the Jordan 1s cost the least, but they're worth the most. You telling me that the shoes that's $220 out the store, you can only make a $20 to $50, maybe $100 profit on it, but these Jordan 1s that you pay $115 for, some of you can sell for $500 because it was the first one. It's the original because it's the Jordan 1s. So you got to understand, like, Louis Vuitton, Dollar Tree, whatever you want to be, set your price and live your life. Because if a man needs a shirt, he can get it from Hanes or he can get it from Versace. It's still going to cover his back. It's just all in what this man chooses to wear, what he can afford, whatever. But whoever you are and decide to be, the cost of your energy in this world, because, baby, my price is going up. My price is going up. To access me is more expensive now, and there's not a price tag on it. If I don't feel it in my heart that God wants me there, if I don't feel it in my heart that you're genuine, I ain't got time for it. That's right. That's why we made with different opinions, different values and beliefs. Whatever you choose, let's see what you say. Whatever you choose, you got to deal with what comes with it. That part. Like a lot of people, I'm the girl who says that 2 and 2 gonna make 4, sis. Don't do it unless you want 4. You know, it's not gonna make 2 and 2, not gonna make 3. And people try to call me judgmental. So when I got the aura reading, he was telling me how non-judgmental I am and how beautiful that is, and how balanced I am and how wonderful I am for people, and how clairvoyant I am, and as an alchemist, this is and that. I'm like, how does nigga know I'm an alchemist? And then he called me clairvoyant, which means that I can see things before they happen, and I don't feel like I can. I feel like I don't feel like I have that gift, but I heard my uncle and my mama's side and all them had it. So I feel like maybe if I focused on it, if I acknowledged the gift, maybe then I can see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I do have a lot of insight, and I can feel people's energy and read them, and I'm real helpful, and I can know things that I don't know how I know, but it's never like futuristic or anything. I don't think. But I don't know. Because I have said funny stuff. So like I told my brother, I ain't going to say which one.
Yeah, that spiritual alignment.
Okay, so he says, don't look at him crazy, but what is it? Like, go ahead. Say what you said. That spiritual alignment.
Yeah, it's plenty of people who really are out of their body. Like they can't sense anything. Like they don't know what's going on around them because they're so far outside of themselves. So you go back to self mastery, mentally, physically, spiritually. You have to be inside yourself to be in tune with your emotions. All that. Your aura, like I said, the aura.
Okay, so that's it.
Because you can contain aura.
Let me tell him what an alchemist is. So an alchemist is someone who, okay, so the original alchemist is Hermes. All these girls want Hermes and Birkin bags and have no clue what it even means or why the value is so high. So the original alchemist, he wrote the Emerald Tablets. And it's basically, they thought that everything has a higher form. Like regular metal could be gold if they did the right things to it. They wanted to manipulate energy to make things better. So people start calling me an alchemist because I could do brows and makeup and hair. So like it would take something that seemed regular and make it its best self. I wish I could be more in tune with myself, but maybe I am and I just don't know it. That's it. So this is what I be wanting people to know, that I had everything that I could dream of before I studied astrology, before I studied alchemy or knew that I could manipulate energy. And when people hear manipulate energy, they hear witchcraft or evil. But guess what? If you turn the AC on, you just manipulated energy. You're going to go from hot to cold because you hit a switch. That's alchemy. You're changing the state of something. So we take things and we just stop there. You know what I'm saying? So when I say manipulate energy, if you stop there, it's a bad thing. But if you say, I manipulated energy because I clapped. Did you hear that? I literally put my hands together and there was a sound. I literally manipulated the energy. That was manipulating energy. So this doesn't mean you're pouring things together, stirring it and saying, huh?
People don't want to talk about spells or thoughts. Like think what you thought, and why did you speak what you said?
Yeah, but
that's
words
spelling.
are spell. Do you
Like,
know why it's
so
called
it's the
spelling?
same.
Because you're putting a spell when you say. Exactly. We do spells every day, all day. Every single solitary one of us. Every time we open our mouth, and people around me get upset when I say, "Don't say that." When people be like, "Fuck my life," don't say that. Don't say that. And I be like, "Don't say that. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth." And people like, "Whatever, whatever." And then next thing you know, I shouldn't have said that. Damn, it happened. I shouldn't have said that. So you have to know. We don't know our power. We were taken away from who we were and threw all around and gave all these different languages. We have no clue the power that we have. No clue. But you ever said something, and then looked up and it happened, or you ever thought something like, damn, how that happened? You have way more power than you know. You are God's child. If God is the creator, how are you not magical? How are you not magical? They want you to think it's evil because if you find out how magical you are, you might change your life. You might not just spend your money on things
see,
they
a lot
tell
of
you to
people
spend your money on. You might actually think for yourself. Like you said, the old people always say
a lot of people get that power.
The life and death is in the power of the tongue.
It is.
I couldn't hear you. Repeat that.
A lot of people get power.
Say that again.
Had it before. Trying to let it catch up. Yeah, a lot of people get the power of the knowledge of, that we are into, and they can't imagine it. They can't imagine us having that power because they can't see themselves having it. Like, exactly. My mindset now is way more powerful
and you're not
than what it was years ago. And that's the thing. So why get that? Right now, I'm way more. I know that I could have been in the NFL whatever years ago, but it didn't happen for me. It didn't happen for me because I'd probably be dead because I wouldn't have been able to handle that at that time in my life. The power that I have now, I'm able to channel that power and that energy.
Yeah, I want you to call me when we get off here. Yeah, Mo, call me when we get off of here. I need to talk to you because one thing I've learned, and it'll amaze you. I'm gonna do your birth chart. Find out what time you was born, and I'll show you. It is gonna blow your top. You're 33, so you already embody your whole chart. It's going to blow your mind when you see that you are exactly where you need to be. And that's the beauty of the birth chart because we sometimes think, am I supposed to be here? Should I went this way, that way? Mo, you've been tapped in. Anytime you can go in the studio and write a song, you hear a tune and you write something that touch somebody's heart, you're an alchemist, bro. You tapped into God, bro. Anytime you can, that song that you sent me, y'all, can I play a snippet on here? I will pause my podcast recording to play it for them. I'm gonna send it to you. He's got one where he's saying black man, black man. It's called Black Man, right? And there's a sample of Aaliyah's song, I Care For You, playing in the background. But the words to that song are so heavy, and they didn't even weigh that much until I heard his words on it. But the black man is so so neglected. The black man is that's why I love y'all. That's why I show love. That's why when I'm in public, sometimes niggas might think I'm flirting, but no, I'm acknowledging you. And then when they see that, they can't even be disappointed. She was just being nice. Because pay attention when you're driving and how people cross the street. When white men cross the street, they walk their ass on out there. They don't give a damn if you see them or not. You better not fucking hit them. White women, usually the same way. They'll look like you better not stop. A black woman, she's going to make sure you see her, and then she might walk. A black man is going to stand right there until the street is clear. Because he don't nobody give a fuck about him getting across the street safe. Pay attention. I study people all day long, my whole life. I've been trying to make sense of this world. And it don't make sense, but people make sense. We all triggered. We all hurt. We all fucked up, but we can all be all right. We can all do better. That's the thing. You don't have to wallow in whatever the fuck life gave you. You don't have to settle for anything. And that's my thing. We go through so much shit, and those of us who go through the hardest things, and then we be like, God ain't gonna put no more on me. And then we go through more, we get tired and we feel like, okay, fuck it, it is what it is. Which it is what it is, but at the same time, you can literally do things to make life go in your favor. Don't just take what life gives you. Be an alchemist of your own world. Handcraft, my home. Jay LaShore said it. It's his logo for his brand. It says, handcraft your destiny. Handcraft your destiny. Put your hands in it. Don't just sit back and be my father-in-law. God rest his beautiful soul. He said, do not be reactive, be proactive. Meaning, stop waiting for things to happen so you can react to them. Be proactive. What do you want? Be pro whatever you want. You want to be a teacher? Okay, go study. Go sign up for school. Be pro. If your credit fucked up, like you want a house, Put $20 on that debt you owe.
Baby steps.
Be proactive. Don't just wait to be mad
Facts.
because you can't get what you want. Work toward it. We have nothing but time here. Nothing but time. Nothing but time. At any given point, you can pivot. At any given moment, you can pivot. I remember running track, and Ramsey Braxton, silly ass, was janking us one day about how we just running in circles and shit, and it just didn't make sense. And for me, I wasn't good enough to get a scholarship, so it really didn't make sense to me to be in track. So one day I'm running, and I heard him. I let him get in my head, and I walked off. What the fuck am I out here for? There's no point. Not gonna get a scholarship. I let him get in my head. It was just no point at that point. But really, I was a child, and I didn't realize you're conditioning your body, your temple. You're not going to be stressed because you're working out. It took me 15, 20 years later, being stagnant in my physical, not being an athlete anymore, and hurting. Like, my neck hurt right now, to realize what being an athlete does for you. Being physically active does for you. Mm-hmm. So you just got to... You gotta be careful what you listen to. You gotta be careful who you listen to. Mo, right? Put it in my inbox. Put your birth. Don't put it on here because it's not for everybody. So put your birth, time, date, and place in my inbox.
All right,
the reason I say it's not for everybody is because. Go ahead, bro.
No. I was just gonna say, I want to see you. You gonna do it private, or you trying to do it on here?
I mean, I could do it on here. Matter of fact, this is what I'll do.
I'm out. I'm finna eat.
I'll go ahead and wrap up my... You still here? Okay, so we'll go ahead and wrap up this this one, and then we'll do a part 2. And I'll probably just get on here. I'm trying to tap in before. You all seem so free. No, I got you, bro. So yeah, this is gonna be part 1 of this Lovers and Friends, and then I'll do a part 2. And either with him or you'll be back. Either way, we'll catch up. All right, peace. All right, Mo, you want me to call you, or you want to get on here with me? I'm gonna play his song though while y'all on here, okay? I'm outside sweating. It was nice out here. You on here? Well, come on, add request to join. Okay, I got you. So right now, while he's coming on, I'm about to look up his birth chart, so we can learn more about him.
Yo.
What's up, Brody?
Nah, what also?
So did you put it in my inbox?
Yeah, I'm finna send it to you. I forgot. I'm finna send it to you.
Well, I got the time now and your date on there, so I don't think nobody on here that'll be worried about that. When your birthday?
Yeah. My birthday, March the 10th.
March 10th. You a Pisces? Oh, you feel shit. You feel shit so deep. You don't even want to. What year? I'm a Pisces too, bro. You 88 or 89?
89.
You were born 10 days after me. In Mobile?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So your Pisces, Pisces sun. Let's see. Libra rising. Oh man. And you're a Taurus moon. The reason I said oh man is because you got an 8th house moon, right? All right. So let me tell you the basics. So this is what the chart looks like, right? It looks kind of crazy if you don't know what you're doing, but this is the astrological chart. Everybody has one of these, and planets are in different places, right? Every one of these houses rules something different, right? And depending on what planets are there, it gives you a different type of energy, right? So everybody's first house represents how they look. Everybody's moon represents their mom, right? And the reason, okay, so 8th house moon, I have an 8th house moon. That's the heaviest motherfucking placement, period. They say that's like the worst place for you to have your moon because usually it's indication of a mom that might not be, or a mom with an addiction or just can't be present. basically. And usually it's with my
Yeah, that's
experience.
real, though.
Right. So me personally, my mom had an addiction. And it's weird because none of my siblings have an 8th house moon, only I do. So you wouldn't see it in their chart.
Yeah.
And at first, right. So if I'm like, how does it mean it affected me the most? And my sister was like, no, it affected all of us. But then I had to realize, no, it affected me the most. I was born with cocaine in my system, bro. I was born with a birth defect called spinal bifida. I was born with a birth defect called spinal bifida, to where if you look it up, I'm supposed to be paralyzed or mentally retarded. Okay, my spine, like if I sit a certain way, my spine, like I have to be careful. I used to get evaluated as a kid, so yeah, it affected me the most. You feel me? It affected me the most. But it's a gift and a curse. I used to be ashamed of my mama and daddy. All up until this year when I got my birth chart, bro. I used to label him as a drug dealer and label her as a crackhead, so I wouldn't miss them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My daddy was in the naval intelligence. My mama had a degree. She could speak Spanish. She was brilliant. They were brilliant. I got brilliant friends. I know doctors, lawyers, and all that who dibble dabble in drugs. So how is she less important because her addiction versus these people who, you know what I'm saying? Why do you have respect for them and not them? And I realized it was the inner child trying to deal with. I was trying to cope with not having them. If I looked at them like they were wonderful, I would miss them. But if they want shit, I can't miss them. You know what I'm saying? So I only learned that this year after seeing my chart. And your chart also shows you your deepest wound. So anyway, that 8th house moon sticks out because I know the pain. I know the hurt. And not only that, not only does it signify a mom that may have had an addiction, it also signifies feeling everybody else's emotions too. So a lot of times you're sad because other motherfuckers sad. You might be happy as shit. You good with what you got going on, but because the world's so chaotic, your soul just can't sit right. Your soul just can't sit right. So
that's real though. That's real.
Right. So you also have you got Chiron in your 10th house. Chiron is the wounded healer, right? It's an asteroid. So the birth chart shows different planets, but it also shows asteroids in some cases. The wounded healer is my favorite because it shows you that your deepest wound is also your greatest strength. So when you hear preachers say that your test is your testimony, that you trying to keep them secrets is why you can't elevate, that you need to get it off your chest because it's gonna help somebody else, that shit is real, bro. So to see that the things that we are ashamed of, we need to embrace so that we can grow and help others. All right, so let me tell you something else. The 10th house is our public image. This is how people perceive us. You have the wounded healer sitting right there on your public image. So everything that hurts you, that you crying out, look at my face, I'm getting chills. Your face so when you perform and because that's who you are, you're perceived as your public image is an artist, right? When you perform, you heal people by speaking your wounds, bro. When I tell you brought tears to my eyes with that song, Black Man, I'm trying to find it. I think it might be, I saved it to my phone, but this shit is powerful, okay? And then you got your sun and your moon and you got not your sun and your moon, you got your sun and your Venus. Okay, so Venus represents your love, right? The way that you love. Pisces is the 12th part of the zodiac. That's the oldest, the wisest of the zodiac. Jesus was a Pisces, okay? The beginning of the year is really in springtime. It's not the winter. When I was a little girl, it always confused me to why we would be starting a year when it's cold and hibernation outside. It seemed like a new year would be when new flowers.
Yeah,
right?
I learned it was in February. That was the
exactly.
February, March.
February is the end of the year. Pisces,
yeah.
You were born at the end of the year. Pisces season is the end of the year. So anyway, by the 12th house, the first house is Aries. It's selfish. It's all about self, your physical self, right? So Aries people, like my brother and my sister, they leaders. They the first to do it. Picasso, he's an Aries, so he's the first to do a lot of shit. That's that energy. Okay, but as Pisces, we self-sacrificial. We'll feed somebody else before we eat. We're going to put you on, you know what I'm saying? Your Venus is there, which means the way you love. My Venus is in Aquarius, so I want to be loved for my brain. I don't want you to love me for how I look or what I do. Love me for my intelligence and who I am. But your Venus is in Pisces, so you want to be loved regardless, period. That's an unconditional love. That's a love like God, which is a hard position to have because you forgive people for every motherfucking thing, and then you'll be getting fucked over and wondering why. Like, damn, I should have did it. But it's because you're sacrificing yourself continuously.
That's real.
So 33 is your Jesus year. You in your Jesus year right now. I'm 30. We in our Jesus year, bro. So this year we're gonna be acknowledged for who we are. The world gonna see who we really are. And I know a lot of people feel confused and need answers, but you already know who you are. You just don't know that you know. Astrology showed me that I really know who I am. Astrology showed me that I'm right where the fuck I need to be. It showed me there ain't nothing wrong with me. It's just this world we live in. You are a soul having a human experience, bro. When you understand that, you don't feel so fucked up. When you understand we all crazy, we all hurt, we all diagnosable. All of us. It ain't just you, but you take what you got. You take the cards that you was dealt, and you fucking fold them hoes, nigga. You work with them. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
knowing though that you're a Pisces, what that type of energy does, it makes you understand more of your personality and why you let people fuck over you. Don't look at it like that. Karma is real. You get back what you put out. So even the good shit you put out coming back, bro. You at 33, guess where we at?
Yeah.
We right here where all the good shit about to pour back in. You see these little blessings coming out of nowhere? It's because them seeds you planted, bro.
Yeah.
You see some niggas getting fucked up right now? It's them seeds they planted, bro. Karma coming back like a boomerang right now. It ain't taking a day or two. As soon as you issue it, it's coming right back. You seeing that shit happen, right? You might talk shit to your old lady, walk off and hit your goddamn knee. That's how quick that shit coming back. So you don't have to know your astrological chart to be who you are. When you trust yourself, you tapped in. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. And that's all. You the power. You don't need a fucking book. I didn't need a birth chart to find my husband. I asked God to give me who he made me for. And I end up with this nigga. When I tell you it was out of frustration though, and it was out of being tired of I was tired. So it's like you can't have nothing you don't think you deserve. Motherfuckers gotta know that bitches like me came from nothing. And everything. You gotta know my daddy I came from nothing, bro. People look at me and be like, oh, she beautiful. They look at me and my siblings, oh, they're attractive and automatically assume they got money. No, we didn't have shit. We have shit. I slept in cars with Quint before. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta. I remember walking to the Board of Health with my mom from my uncle's house. Bro. I remember food stamps that was paper, bro. But people look at you and think because you're attractive, you could have never struggled. You don't know the half, bro. And I feel like God, I went through all that. And God give me everything so I can stand here and say, you can have it all too. You know, I used to be upset when my clients turn into my customers turn into my competition. I was like, damn, you stop shopping me because you're making your own products. But then I realized I don't care. The world tells me to care about that. Truth be told, I'm happy you got a way to feed your kids. Truth be told, I can't make products for everybody. We need you to be making products. Yeah. Truth be told, I want my people to be healthy. Yeah. Truth be told, I start making products so that they can have it. So I'm glad you're doing this shit. So you got to check yourself and ask yourself, do I feel like this because I feel like this, or do I feel like this because the world tell me to feel like this? A lot of times the world tell you to hate. The world tell you to be jealous. The world tell you can't clap for a bitch who doing the same shit you doing. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. So you gotta take your thoughts and keep going. Don't just stay there at them. Keep going. Don't feed the fuck shit. Don't feed the fears. And the days that you do, let yourself be human. Cause this world is a lot, bro. It's a lot. So some days you gonna be on the bullshit. I had a fucking fight, bro. I had a physical fight, bro. You know I don't fight. I had a physical fight a couple Mondays ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, what?
Me. But guess what? I'm embracing both sides of myself. I am human. I'm human. And I'm not gonna be too many bitches without you getting.
But that's why I say that, man. We human, man. Like.
Yeah, but you gotta let yourself be human.
We human, man. Everybody built different.
And we gotta have conversations.
Yeah.
We gotta have conversations with each other. This shit is healing, bro. If you don't talk to nobody, you think you're the only one going through it. People put their best face forward on Facebook, bro. Ain't nobody posting. The people who posting the tears want some attention. They ain't even sad for real. When you really sad, you can't even get online, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing against people.
You can't, you can't do all that.
Reach out, but because some people really don't have nowhere else to turn, so they speak up. So I'm not saying don't say nothing, but like you can really save yourself. We be out here sinking because we waiting on other people to save us, bro. You know how bad I struggled because I was mad that she wasn't doing what she was supposed to, or my dad is supposed to be doing it, and he dead, and I was mad. How you gonna be mad at nigga because he dead, bro? That was me. I'm beefing with my own daddy because he left me when I was 3, bro. Yeah. But guess what that told me? If I'm mad at my daddy because he died, who else mad? Who else
be with my mom though?
Exactly. We be grown ass, hurt ass churn, bro. All of us. So what I do, My purpose here right now is to let you know, to let you love on that little kid, nigga. You make her proud. You make him proud. Fuck your mama, fuck your daddy, no disrespect, fuck them all. Because at the end of the day, you got to stand on your own 2 feet. Mama and daddy in this wicked world too, bro. What you think they going through? What you think they going through? You scratch that. What the fuck you think? They been here how many more years than you? Can you imagine things they seen? Do you know the trauma our mamas been through? Do you know how many women been fucked over and raped and shit by the niggas that's supposed to protect them? So we be mad judging our mamas for fucking with the drugs, but we don't know what the fuck Unc did to her. We don't know what she went through.
And see that how I was. See, that's why I never looked at my mama like, yeah, my mama was, you know what I'm saying, fucked up, but I always had a deep love for my mama though. Like, couldn't nobody tell me nothing wrong about my mama, even though I seen it. You couldn't tell me nothing though. Like,
because the thing is, that's addiction. Drugs
even
addict,
with my daddy though, like I ain't seen my daddy. I mean, my daddy wasn't out for me, you feel me? But I still love that nigga though. Like no matter what, I still love that nigga though. So that should be. It's hard to deal with that shit.
Yeah. But this is what you have to understand. You can love someone and not give them power over your existence. I was giving my parents power over my existence. I was blaming them not being their absence for everything that went wrong. If my daddy was here, I wouldn't be going through that. If my mom was here, I wouldn't be going through this. But bitch, truth be told, you don't know what the fuck would be going on if they was here. Truth be told. Hey, mama. Yeah.
She said, hey.
So you gotta like. Yeah, so it's just, and that's another thing. Like people.
Yeah, I'm gonna start hitting you up though, Suda, cause I'm starting hitting you up though, for real though, man. Cause I love the vibe though, man, for real.
Yes.
I just a peaceful dude myself. You feel me? I love the vibe though, bro.
And you love home. You love home.
For real. I'm gonna send you some more stuff too though.
Oh, let me find this shit on my phone though. They gotta hear it though, cause it's deep. When you gonna drop it? Huh?
See, that's poetry. I'm trying to put like a little song, little poetry, little album together, man. You know, song.
This shit.
I'm trying to let y'all hear my mama though, man, but she just.
Can you hear it?
Oh.
Yeah, listen to this. Kira, listen to this. That shit had my face numb.
This soul of mine is one of a kind. So divine in the natural pine. Strong as the mightiest line. With love and peace that flows like creeks causing uproars when I see. Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
This project, baby, would be blessed with a soul so unique. Led by the true hand of God to the most highest peak. Talking that talk that have people coming from many miles away to get me to speak. And walking that walk with another.
That's real.
The world. So feast your eyes on him, for I am me.
For I am me.
I said, feast your eyes on him, for I am me. A king amongst kings, waiting to be free.
A king amongst kings, waiting to be free. But you said something. Black man.
Black man.
Stay strong. Real shit.
Black man. Man, that hard.
That shit's so live.
I appreciate that too.
Because
real.
As much as I love that song, as many times as I played that song, I've only focused on "Hey My Baby," "Why You Looking So Down," "Seems Like You Need Loving," "You Need a Girl Like Me Around." The song is cute, a one-on-one level, but when you put it to this poetry, it was for all black men, and black men is stay strong. Like black men in here, that somebody care about them. Like it makes me so sad to see my brothers so depressed, and it's only because the mamas, we don't know. We're not equipped with what to tell our kids. Our parents was raised to bury that shit because our grandmas was raised to bury that shit. Get over it. Don't worry about it. Move on.
But you can't just move on. You got to talk about it. You got to get it off your chest. You got to know that you're not alone. You got to know that God did not pick on you. You got to know that this is a wicked world. It ain't God. It's this world. It's this world. It's this world. It's this world. If you don't know it, you think that God picking on you, bro. When I got raped, I thought God was picking on me. Like, why did it gotta happen to me? Is it because my daddy not here? Because don't nobody give a fuck about me? No. It's because you was in the wrong place at the wrong time, sweetheart, and he was a sick-ass nigga. But guess what? Protect yourself. Yeah. Don't put yourself in that position anymore. But it has nothing to do with you, sweetheart. And I had to hear Oprah say that she had been raped, and I had to hear Gabrielle Union say it had to happen to her for me to understand I could still be great. So when I have clients in my ministry, when I was doing hair, I would talk to people and I would tell them about what I've been through, and people would cry and tell me they happened to them and they never told nobody. And they thought that they couldn't be this and they couldn't be that because of it. So you don't know whose life you will change because you get it off your chest. You don't know whose life you will change because you speak up and say, yes, some fuck shit happened to me, but I keep on going. I keep on shining. People don't know that I'm fucking crazy, y'all. Yeah, everybody look at me like, oh, she's pretty and she's smart. She got it all. She fucked up and it's real. Kendrick Lamar just put a song out. He said something about the shit on my mind is heavy. I tell you bits and pieces. Some, but basically that's it. That podcast for me.
That album
hard as fuck, but if you're not ready to face your demons, you don't want to hear it. If you're not ready to face your demons, you don't want to hear it.
That's true. If you can't
listen to Kendrick's new album, if you ain't ready to face your demons.
If you still want to twerk and silk drink and all that crazy stuff, and you don't know yourself, your black worth, then you ain't gonna feel that album.
Yes.
That album
you don't want to hear it.
Like perfection of black people, though, for real.
You don't want to hear it, but the truth will set us free. Listen, baby, my daughters know everything I've been through with these niggas, baby, because they're not gonna go through it and think they not important no more and can't have everything no more because of what a nigga put them through. Fuck that nigga, baby. You steal everything. So I don't. Not my mom and them, but my aunts and my grandma. Nobody ever told us what they went through on a one-on-one level. People are embarrassed by the nigga fucking over them. No, I'll admit, I thought a nigga gave me some. I had a bacteria infection, right? Get what his response was. Well, my Tiffany and my baby mama don't have nothing. How you got something? So you fucking me, Tiffany, and your baby mama like that? So I tell my daughters these true stories. How niggas don't care about you. You gotta take care of your own body. You know what I'm saying? And there's girls out here who think because you had a conversation with a nigga, because you put up to his house, you owe him some pussy. You don't. You don't owe him shit, sis. And I wish men would turn that sexual energy.
That's what was put into the world, man.
Yeah, that's what. Even Marilyn Monroe. Have you watched the documentary? It made me so sad. Marilyn Monroe's documentary.
Yeah, that was cold. That was cold. I watched it.
That shit, because she was fucked up. She was a hoe because she was taken advantage of and didn't know that shit went right. When wrong is done to you so much as a child, you think ain't nothing wrong with wrong. You only know it's wrong when somebody tell you. If the people you love most closest to you taught you this shit, you don't know no better. That's why our people still eating pork. Like that shit is actual food. That's trash. If you got in your freezer, pour that shit out, bro. Put it in the trash right now, bro. I'm tired of our folks dying, stroking out young. Don't try. No, fuck trying, nigga. Do better. Do better. How much do you love you if you put that in your body? I'm checking myself too, bro. I still be sprinkling a piece here and there. Yeah, but do you love you if you gonna put that shit in your body, bro? That shit is poison, bro. Pork, I don't give a fuck. Dairy is horrible too, but I'm gonna let y'all have that. But pork is fuck. We talk about a pig, bro, who don't have sweat glands, bro, who eat slop and shit, bro. And you gonna put that because it tastes tasty? Get the fuck out of here. But I stopped eating it because I was getting migraines, bro. So I was forced to do it. I was ignorant. I didn't know it wasn't good for you, but I heard before my daddy died he wasn't eating pork. So my daddy knew.
Hey, look though, now my wife just said that because that's how I be though, man. Give me acid reflux, all type of stuff, bro.
It's gonna hurt you, but you're gonna eat it anyway.
Why you think it's all cheap? Night.
Why you think they're giving you 9 pieces for $3, nigga? 30 cents? They gonna charge you 30 cents? What did it cost them? If you can pay 30 cents, that mean it didn't cost them shit, bro. It didn't cost them nothing if they profited off of that. But a lot of times we thinking we
get all of the pork out. It's over. Throw it away.
Real shit, bro. You know how mad I be at you get it
out.
Nah, bro. My cousin, wife, brother, he passed away young. His wife was on here watching. I don't know if she's still here. You know what I'm saying? Because of something that happened to his heart, bro.
Yeah.
And if that mean like he could still be here if we were raised differently to eat differently, you know what I'm saying? As a people, not in each household, as a people, we eat what we were taught to eat. You know what I'm saying? That's sad. But you know, God don't make no mistakes.
Yeah.
We could die in a car accident. So I ain't saying if you don't eat right, you gonna die. You gonna die anyway. We gonna all die. I'm just saying if you can fight the urges to do
we
better,
all gonna die.
a little bit help. Yeah, and my granddaddy used to be on one. Like they used to tell him, Mr. Henry, if you keep drinking and taking this medicine, he was like, we all gotta go somewhere. He was on it, and I'm so grateful to have been raised by him because I don't know how much I would have deprived myself in this world had I not known him to tell me to enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all about balance. That's what the aura, the guy who read my aura, he said I have a balanced aura. So I'm not telling nobody, watch What the Health and you won't eat none of the bullshit no more. But I'm here to tell people to live and let live, bro. To forgive yourself. To try shit, fail, learn, grow, nigga. But sitting around doing nothing, you ain't gonna get nowhere. But change coming anyway. So you might as well be purposeful and intentional about it because you can't avoid it. So knowing that change gonna come, why not be an advocate for it? Why not be hands-on with it? You know what I'm saying? Why not be hands-on with it? So the moon be the first thing I look at when I look at birth charts. I'm gonna see if I can tell you anything else about this stuff. The sun is your daddy a Pisces too? When your daddy birthday? Or is he like, are y'all alike? Do y'all look alike or something?
I don't know. Yeah, we look alike all the way.
Yeah, I'm thinking that because it's next to so many planets. So whenever you have, so there's this blue little horseshoe looking thing on here, and that's your destiny, right? Here it is. That's called the North Node. It's your destiny right here. And when your destiny is right there by your sun, we hold on, wait a minute. Those, you look at the degrees for that. 28
I'm
degrees.
just playing, so stop playing now.
No, you got the potential. It's in here. You got a 29
I'm
degrees.
just playing.
You playing, but it's real. Why you bullshitting? You do. You got 3 placements that show fame. Silly. Fame and money. Silly. I'm glad you said it. Okay, so 5 degrees, 17.
Be cute though.
And you know that it's only coming. You know it's only coming when you know it is. When you start living in and walking like it, it happens.
Yeah.
So I saw this thing on TikTok. This girl said you can time travel. The way you time travel is you change your circumstances into the life that you would like to live, and before you know it, you in that time. So it's certain things that you could do right here, right now, that'll fuck you up, and you'll be right back where you started, right? Right? You can do some fuck shit and be right back where you started, on your ass again, whatever the fuck, right? And there's certain things that you could do that put you in a whole nother place, right? That's literally you changing. That's magical. Like, I think we overlook the simple things, and that's why we be so frustrated. We be so focused on the big picture, we don't see the power in the everyday, ordinary things. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, what else do I need? You also have Jupiter. You like the research. You smart. That Gemini energy. You got three planets there. Okay, when you have 3 or more planets in a place, it's a stellium, and you have that energy. Gemini is the researcher, the best. And you have Jupiter there and Mars there, which means your Mars and Taurus. That's a freak placement. Mars and Taurus. Okay, Mars. And what I mean by freak, I mean like the fuck. Sorry, I'm just saying what it is. When you have Mars and Taurus, it means you like sex. You go hard for it. And you got stamina. So that's a good placement for people. My husband got that placement, and I do too. And you got Jupiter by it, so it's way bigger. So you're probably a great lover, right, sis? Yeah. So that's there. Let's see. What's your girl sign? When's her birthday? When's her birthday?
May the 30th.
Oh, her birthday. She a Gemini too? Like my husband. They got the same birthday. That's my husband's birthday. So Pisces and a Gemini together, like me and my husband, Pisces and Gemini. That's crazy. On one of my barbers, baby, he a Pisces. And he a Gemini. His old lady.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
We're gonna have to hang out, y'all.
I know, baby. Yeah.
That's your cousin?
Baby cool. He laid back.
I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He a Gemini. But see, Gemini's. Wow. So that means her sun will fall right here on your aggression and your look. So she makes you lucky. Gemini people will shine light on you luckily and aggressively. So the Gemini people will probably cool. And Taurus, because it's right there on the border. What? Okay, and also Lilith, this black moon right here, that's bad. I call it a bad bitch energy, but it's like your raw. Lilith was supposed to be Adam's first wife, right? But apparently she wanted to be his equal, and I guess he didn't want her to be. That's the story. She wanted to get on top. It's different stories. One of them say she wanted to get on top. He didn't want her on top.
I'm gonna check
One
that
of them
out.
said she just wanted to be
Look that
liberated.
up.
Okay, but in an astrological chart, it represents your rawest, truest self, right? So wherever it is in your chart is where it comes out. Mine is in the 7th house. So my bad bitch comes out in my relationships, one-on-one relationships. So my bad bitch comes out when it's just me and you, when it's just me and anybody. So that's cool, right? Yours is in your 1st house. 1st house is your physical self. So you raw. You just raw. You just raw. I ain't gonna say bad bitch energy because I wouldn't want to make it seem like you're a bad bitch, but you raw and won't. That's who you are. You want equality, right? Don't play with them. Don't play with them. And see, my daughter has it in her house, and my oldest son too. You laughing, but that shit is so real, bro. My oldest and my youngest have that placement, and they want to be the epitome of bad bitch. They keep white toes. They keep their nails pretty. They keep their mascara on more so than the other girls do. You know what I'm saying? So it's real. Right. And people who have Mars in their 1st house, Mars is aggression. If you have Mars in your 1st house, you might come off more aggressive than you want to. Like Quentin, you know my brother Quentin, right? He got a very aggressive personality.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll scare you if you ain't. But he's got Mars in his 1st house.
He be laid
so
back.
He don't mean to.
He be laid back, but it'll pop. It'll come out.
Yeah, he cool, but he will.
It'll come out.
Right. And see, he a Leo sun. Your public image, your MC is in Leo. So Leo people you probably work well with them too. But you need to know that you're a millionaire, bro. It's in your chart. And it's your performance that's gonna make you the millions. It's you, but it's in your chart. It ain't nothing. It ain't because I know you rap or I'm your homegirl. It's in your chart. This is in the stars for you. So you are right where you're supposed to be. The things that you've been through. Think about a music. If you were, you can't be a musician without something to sing, bro. You can't. You can't be an artist, a poet without something to sing. So everything that you've been through, everything that I've been through, was to prepare us for this year right here and those forward. Like for you to like the inspiration behind that shit. If you didn't go through what you went through, you couldn't put out that heat, bro. And Adele said it best. She said, "Turn my sorrows into treasured gold. Turn my sorrows into treasured gold." That's what we're doing. Through conversation, through poetry, and through music. We're gonna be rich and we're gonna eat by sharing what we go through. Bro, I'm getting paid off Facebook and Instagram right now. That's what's up, man. When we get off of here, I'm gonna make you can too though. You gotta be set up for it. And if don't nobody tell you how you set up for it, you don't even know. You know how upset I was when I called all my friends to tell them? And
I didn't try to research.
And a couple of them motherfuckers like, "Oh yeah, I've been doing it." Oh, it's an easy piece of cake.
What?
I'm gonna send you my number in your inbox and I'm gonna tell you how to do it. We're gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys for tuning in. It'll be on YouTube soon. Also, I want to say, anybody who listens, if you want a one-on-one coaching session with me, you can book it. It costs. If you do a $25 consultation, you can get the free birth chart reading. But anybody on a budget, Tuesday nights, 6 o'clock, you can book it on the Alchemist Academy website. You can do it free. I do free group sessions. And lately, the last few weeks, only one person has booked. So you can end up with a free session if you join the group session. If that makes sense. So I'm gonna
send you some your way.
This is my job now. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time.
I got you.
Thank you for tuning in too, brother.
All right.